just as bad as it did in weeks 2 and 3 at home against New Orleans and Baltimore last year, at Chicago this year. I understand why Matt Eberflus was fired by the Bears last year, obviously as the head coach. I think it's time to fire him now in Dallas, or at least demote him. I see nothing. I give you that we held Philly to 3 points in the second half on a 58-yard field goal at Philly on banner-raising night. But this was just sickening, shameful, humiliating, excruciating to watch, because I wasn't ready for that. I watched Green Bay lose at Cleveland, and I was not surprised. I'm hanging in. Micah will slowly reveal himself to be not what they think that he was. He got outplayed today by Myles Garrett at Cleveland against, obviously, a legit, powerful, strong Cleveland defense. But Flacco is Fluco. He's washed. There's no way Cleveland wins that game, unless, of course, they had started Shedeur Sanders. And yet, they hung on, and pulled it out when Jordan Love, who I've said 1,000 times, never completely sold on Jordan Love. I like him, just don't love him. He's not it. He's not that guy. I don't know what he was seeing or thinking late in that game, but he throws it to Grant Delpit. And it threw the door wide open for the Cleveland Browns to steal it, and they stole it. On a blocked field goal, we had a spate of those, like an epidemic of blocked field goals today. Baker survived his and overcame it. Is he not the clutchest quarterback in football? Another game-winning drive. He's had 3. Didn't require a last-second touchdown pass, but he did make several big completions, including one that should have been a completion to Ibuka that they did not allow. He got both feet down. It was a beautiful throw. Baker, clutch. So I'm saying, well, Green Bay lost. Now they could be starting to doubt themselves as they come to Dallas for the big feud game, the big blood game, the big revenge game for one side or the other. Who wants this worse, Micah or his ex-team? They should just let Trevon Diggs suit up for Green Bay. Just give him a green jersey or whatever jersey color they're going to wear. Just give him a Packer jersey. Lil Wayne's got 1,000 of them. I'll get one from Lil Wayne. I'll send it to Trevon Diggs. He can suit up for the Packers because he left his heart with Micah. He's a disaster. Late in the game today at Chicago, he goes low, actually made a tackle, immediately hops up and trots off the field. I got my excuse. I'm out. Maybe he's hurt. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe he got dinged a little bit, but he figured, well, I did my one thing. I actually made a tackle, a submarine tackle. So I got kicked in the head. I'm out. He goes and sits and watches the rest of the game. Just leave him out. We don't need him. He used to be, but he's not anymore. So what do? We go to Chicago, and right away, Javonte, he's been a bright spot. I've been stunned by him, pleasantly surprised, pleasantly shocked by how hard he runs. Javonte breaks one for 22 yards all the way down to Chicago's 28. And I'm like, here we go. We got this. Obviously, I picked Dallas to win. I thought it'd be like 30-20. Should have been. But Javonte goes down and somehow gets stripped from behind where the DB just takes the ball out of his hands. Well, if you're running that hard and that tough and that physical, you can't let a cornerback just come up from behind and take the ball out of your hands. I mean, that's just lame. That's just weak. That's just a weenie move. Come on, man. And that was it. That was the turning point of the game right there. Because if we go up 7-0, maybe we can hang with them. Maybe they start to doubt themselves. Nope, they go down, they score 7-0. It's the next play. On Trevon Diggs, who tries a quick jam, a jab jam. I don't know what he's doing. I've never seen him try that before. And he knocks himself down. You have to understand, he jams at the line of scrimmage. He can't run. I know he's coming off a knee injury, but he's never been able to run. And he just gets run by. Whew, gone. Bomb. Touchdown. What was that? 35, 66. No, that was 65 yards. So then the next turning point for the Dallas Cowboys is obviously CD gets hurt. We can't even get him an early target, which drives me crazy about shoddy. Sometimes I want to change the middle vowel with an I, take the O out and put an I in there. Shoddy, as everybody calls him. We get it down, we're down 7-0, and we get it down to 4th and 2 at the Bears 34. You think you're playing with your dad's old Kansas City defense or San Diego defense, or you think it's the 85 Bears you're playing with? Shoddy? No, you're terrible. You are terrible. You're at least as bad as you were a year ago with a healthy Micah Parsons when you got blown off the field by the New Orleans Saints. They scored 35 in the first half in Game 2 at Dallas. Then you got blown off the field by the Ravens. Not as much shame. It's 28-6 after 3 quarters. They ran for 274 yards with a healthy Micah Parsons on the field. I heard Daryl Johnston say today, former Cowboy who I covered, saying, Micah, he said, I think I'm quoting him accurately. I think he said, Micah's also excellent against the run. He said that on television. I'm pretty sure that's on tape somewhere from somebody. Maybe you Packer fans have that. Also excellent against the freaking run? Are you kidding me? He's a nightmare against the run. He's a disaster against the run. He had 2 tackles today, no sacks. Did have 1 hit on the quarterback. By the way, the Cowboys managed in 4 quarters 1 hit on Caleb. 1 hit. So it's 4th and 2 at the 34, down 7-0. Shoddy, what are you doing, man? It's going to be high scoring. You need touchdowns. You need late field goals from the greatest field goal kicker ever. Maybe you need one to force overtime like you did against the Giants. Maybe you need one to win in overtime, but you don't need 3s in the first quarter, especially after you've lost CeeDee Lamb. And again, they can't get CeeDee involved. I don't know. So they have to hand it to him. And they line him up deep in the backfield as the solo tailback. I don't know. And they sort of weirdly toss it to him, and there's nothing over there. There's nowhere to go. And he gets rolled up on. As he's being tackled, he gets rolled up on. Who's 44 for the Bears? I don't know. I'll look it up later. Be sure to watch me explode tomorrow on Arena Gridiron. I'm going to explode. You can find it on the YouTube channel called The Arena. It's live at 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 out here in the Pacific time zone in Los Angeles. But I can't wait for tomorrow. Aqib Talib. I can't wait. Because I am going to freaking unleash. I might even curse tomorrow. But CD gets rolled up on, and I'm like, this is disastrous. Here we go again. Just not meant to be. On a running play. On a running play, because you can't seem to just call his number and